Hey, so yeah, Todd Graves, your golf instructor, is here in the Oak Tree National Gym, right? And look, this is the place where you're going to spend your time this winter getting better. Behind me, lose some weight. Here, and this equipment gets stronger. But look behind me, the mirrors. I want to talk about the mirrors for a minute. This is where you can work on your positions of your swing. You can spend your time working on the things that your coaches are working with you and teaching you, and the things that I teach you. So here's the thing about it. Do not waste this winter. I'm just telling you right now, the good players spend their time getting better when everybody else isn't getting better. I'm your coach today, and I'm telling you to get better. In this video, I'm going to help build you a plan for the winter. So there's no better feeling knowing that when you wake up in the morning to go play golf, so that you're going to play well. There's no better feeling of hitting good golf shots down the fairway. Years ago, I was frustrated because I lost that. I was confused, I was frustrated, and then I met Mo Norman and learned the single plane swing. And so now I wake up every day and I know I'm going to hit it well, I know I'm going to play well, I know I'm going to have fun. So my mission today is to help as many people as possible wake up every day feeling good that they're going to go out there and play great because of the single plane swing. Hey, welcome to the channel today. Look, I know it's getting cold outside. Some of you who live in the northern states are already experiencing cold. We're about to get some cold weather, and it gets into the way of your golf plans. You play one day, you might have to take a few days off, or a week, or a month, or 2 weeks, and it can really distract your progress and staying in kind of golf, what I call golf shape. So what I want to talk about today is, can we find some ways, whether it's snow on the ground or you can't get outside. I know you can go to maybe find some locations into sim bays or places where you can practice. But let me show you some ways that will keep you mobile and ready throughout the winter. But let me just start by saying this. The very first thing that you've got to be somewhat aware of is that you got to keep moving. I see so many people, when they stop playing golf, they don't make, they come back in the springtime to play, or they start getting their game together and they just don't feel good. They're just immobile, and the timing of their swing is off, and they're not stable, and they've lost some strength. And it's because they, ate, drank, and slept all winter and didn't do a lot, and it got dark early, and they didn't practice much, and they didn't practice at all, and all of a sudden now they're trying to get their body in shape. And let me tell you the way I view this. I don't care if you're 80 years old, or you're 70 years old, or you're 50 years old, or you're 35 years old. This is an athletic event we're doing here. We're moving our body with a stick that's pretty heavy, and we're moving around our body. And so you're going to want to come out in the spring and be able to play somewhat adequate golf until your game gets in shape. Well, why not keep it in shape throughout the winter months? So one of the things, the first rule of thumb for me is motion. And let me show you how I do it. One of the things, the very first things I always recommend is finding ways to train your positions. One of the things that I work on quite heavily, as you've seen me do this, is the positions of the swing. So I'm always working with, we have these tools at the company that we obviously promote, that teach you the positions of club to body relationship. So you've got to make sure that you're keeping in motion with your positions. So this is the single plane trainer. This is what keeps the club on the left side of my body. But here's what I want you to understand is that this isn't just something that teaches me how the club moves. It's teaching me how the body and the club move in a relationship. That's why I use the term club to body relationship quite a bit. If you lose mobility, if you're having trouble with your rotations, if you're having trouble with the club to body motion or an element, if you all of a sudden you get stiff or injured or something happens and you're just moving the arms, you've actually affected your entire swing, not just how the club moves. So I use things like this to do repetitions. So that's the second thing I want to talk about is repetition. It's not about just doing it once or twice, it's about doing it every day. And so if you're doing repetitions combined with motion, you do it every single day. So I want you to keep in mind that I'm trying to get you to think about and work on the positions of your swing, but at the same time, do reps. So I want you doing motion, I want you doing reps, I want you going through the positions of your swing. And look, this is something you don't have to do on a range. I'm going to teach you things right here you don't have to do on the range. Now that's one very important thing. But having said that, why wouldn't you grab a golf club and go through the positions of the swing with a club, right? What's keeping you from doing that? How many of you do that in the wintertime? Your body doesn't know whether you're, in your brain that you're programming doesn't know whether you're hitting a golf ball or not. All it knows is that you're keeping your body in motion, working on positions. One of the things that Mo Norman taught me at one point, he said, Todd, you should be holding this position a lot, because it's a very important position. If you can't get to here where the club's in a proper extension, you won't have a good downswing. So why aren't we holding the positions of the swing that we want? Obviously, maybe even videotape those things. I guess it comes down to this. Are you willing to do the work, right? Are you willing to step out and be different than the guys who aren't practicing? Because I know when you get out in the spring, you're going to call me and go, hey, I'm going to come to a school. Why are you waiting till the spring to be practicing? We should be going to schools now. We should be training now and practicing now and learning now. And we should be getting better now. Why wait to get better? We tend to take golf and not do that. Let me show you another thing. This is what we call the swing thing. This is one of my absolute favorite things ever created in golf. And it's really has our training grip on here. Same thing that the single plane trainer had. It has a chain, but it's very heavy and has a ball. And this is designed to keep me planing and in motion. So I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna try to make, if I made 100 swings a day for 3 months, right? That's 3,000 times 3. It's almost 10,000 swings. I'm gonna challenge you that I'm gonna make 10,000 swings November, December, and January. 10,000 swings with this. Well, I'm not swinging hard. I'm not trying to hit the ball a million miles. I am simply trying to stay in motion, stay mobile, stay flexible, stay stable, stay rotational. So I do challenge you this. I challenge you to make lots of swings this winter. And heck, if you got to run out in the snow, and hit balls in the snow, or if you can't do that, go out there and swing the thing in the snow, you've got to keep moving. Let me hit a ball here. So I'm just trying to keep you, like, don't take winter for granted. And I'll throw another curveball at you here. Look at the people you want to beat next spring. I'm getting competitive with you here. Look at the people you want to beat next spring and outwork them this winter, because you know they're going to get lazy. So beat them, right? So I'm always looking for the edge. Well, the edge is right here. It's finding ways when it's not, the weather's bad, everybody's like, too lazy to play golf. Find a way to get better. Even if you have to hit chip shots, like my brother, indoors will work on chipping motion. You got to make sure you're doing it correctly. You don't want to work on the wrong things. But how can we continue to progress and get better and better and better? The thing that differentiates you, if you're not a good golfer, from a guy who is a good golfer, is one very important thing. He does the correct things more often, right? He does the correct things more often than you. It's one thing. So all you have to do is do the correct things as much as being a good player does, and you become a good player. And so number one, you got to find out what to do correctly, and number two, you have to do it. And the doing it part here is doing it throughout the winter. So anyway, I hope I'm giving you a little bit of motivation this winter. And heck, I'm gonna actually, what I'll try to do, and if I don't get it done for this video, I will put in the description here a link, and that link will have, I'm gonna put in, it'll be a PDF file, it's free. I'm gonna put a practice plan. It's a way you can get the thing out and fill out a practice plan, and I want you to develop your own practice plan for the winter. And then I'll have a place you can send it to me, and I'll even review it for you to do that. So I want you working this winter and getting better, and I want single planers out there beating everybody next year, right? That's my challenge and by the way, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, what's the greatest thing you can hear in golf? And I said, I've heard it many times, but I want you to know what the greatest joy in golf is when the people you're playing with say these words, "You're so boring." It's about my favorite thing in golf. I hope you enjoyed today. Give me a thumbs up, click the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.